everyone, my name is Alexis Jones, and today I wish to inform you about the importance of safe driving. Most fatalities are caused by unsafe driving. Unsafe driving is any driving that endangers the driver, passengers, or anyone sharing the road, including pedestrians. The majority of fatal accidents that result from unsafe driving include alcohol impairment, distracted, and aggressive driving. 35,092 is the total number of fatalities reported by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in 2015. So now to my right, you can see some statistics that were provided by the Governor's Highway Safety Association for 2015. 35,092 is the total number of fatalities. 29% of those fatalities were the result of alcohol impairment. That is nearly 1/3 of all fatalities. 27% of fatalities resulted from reckless driving and/or aggressive driving and speeding. 17% of fatalities resulted from driving while being drowsy, tired, or sleepy. 10% of fatalities resulted from distracted driving. Distracted.gov estimates that at daylight across America, 660,000 people are using their cell phones and or manipulating an electronic device. The remaining 17% of all fatalities resulted from unknown causes or causes that may have gone unreported. Many of us can say that at some point we have been tempted to either answer our phone or read a text message while driving. So now I want to share with you an important fact provided by distracted.gov. 5 seconds is the average time that your eyes are off the road while texting. When traveling at 55 miles per hour, you would have covered the length of a football field blindfolded. So let's think about some ways that we can reduce unsafe driving. Let's say we're intoxicated. Instead of driving, perhaps we could use an Uber service or call a taxi, use public transit or have a designated driver. Avoid being an aggressive driver, avoid being distracted, and always be well rested and alert. So in conclusion, I want to give or present to you today a step-by-step process of how to be a defensive driver. This information is provided by driversed.com. So this is my car. Let's everyone imagine this is my car. I'm getting in my car and I'm sitting down. So the first thing I want to do is put on my seatbelt. Next, everyone, let's just imagine that this is a steering wheel. So I'll place both hands on my steering wheel. And as I'm driving down the road, I've already checked my rearview mirrors, everybody. So now I'm driving down the road. The first thing I want to do is identify if there are any hazards on the road or anything that could be potential danger for myself and my passengers. The next thing I want to do is predict whether or not this is an alert for me to avoid the situation or if just reducing my speed might help. The next thing I do is determine whether or not I need to take action. And if action is necessary, the last thing I will do is execute and safely maneuver the car to avoid any collisions and possibly reduce unsafe driving. So that is my example of ways that we can make our roads safer and reduce unsafe driving and potential fatalities. Now I want to open the floor for any questions and answers. Any volunteers?
Questions?
Yes, any questions?
Well, I would have thought you was said in the beginning to have an idea of where you're going. Because before I drive, I usually pray before I get in the car, have an idea of where I'm going, and then I'm familiar with my area, so I know exactly which streets to take.
And you know what, that is very important, because a lot of times we'll use GPS on our phone or GPS in the car, and that can be a distraction as well. So to actually know where I'm going is important, so I'm glad that you mentioned that.
Yeah, so that's
Any questions, Mr. John or Vaughn? Okay.
I have like a comment, like what I learned is if I get like emotional, like I'm upset, and I'm mad about something, it's best not to drive, because that's when I get almost in an accident. So it's best to pull off on the side, calm down, or maybe just don't go out anywhere if I know I'm feeling just a little upset, because I get distracted and I get so into myself and
Yeah,
I can't
that
focus
is
on others.
Yeah, that was good.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I noticed that here in Florida, they allow people to drive and talk on their cell phone at the same time.
Yes, sir.
I really like to know why that is. Where I come from, you can't talk on your cell phone. You'll get a $100 ticket if they catch you on the phone.
I'm not exactly sure, but I think there are laws regarding being on the cell phone while driving in Florida. Maybe it's not being enforced as it should be, but I do think in Florida it is a law. But that is something that I should look into to find out more about it, to find out why these laws are not being enforced. Okay, so thank you all for your time and for participating in the presentation today.
Okay.
Okay.
You all set?
Yes.
So